All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this coLcast presentation, Dreamhack Summer 2013, brought to you by coLcast. I'm your casting host, Beef, and with me, thankfully, is Sender. There was almost a crisis, but crisis averted. Sender is here, and we are well on into this drafting stage, Sender, so we got to go ahead and take a look at this one. Complexity Gaming taking on KungFu Gaming. Right now, we have a 2-0 Complexity versus a 1-1 KFG, I believe.
I think that's correct.
So definitely an important match if KFG wants to stay in contention for some of those higher spots, and Complexity needs to get all the wins they can against these teams that aren't the two SGs.
Yeah, but back to this Blackpool phase. I've watched a couple of the drafting phases of this KFG team, and from the games I've seen, they really like to favor this Magnus and like other stunning heroes like Pebbles. I don't think they like to pick these jungle heroes.
Yeah,
Just something to keep note of.
They don't really have a jungle player. I mean, I know GG Slayer can do it, but outside of that, they don't have somebody that they really favor in that jungle. We'll have to see if they do pick up one of the two that makes it into the lock pool, namely being Tempest and Ophelia. They're joined by Pebbles, Magnus, Gauntlet, and Master of Arms, and Gauntlet is actually something that Complexity's been running a lot of in scrims lately.
Yeah, I like Gauntlet. I mean, to be honest, I've always been a fan of Gauntlet. I picked him. I was a fan of him like last year when I was on the old It's Gosu, and I still like him now. I mean, there's better stunning heroes, but he's still useful. You can initiate with the grapple, you can initiate with the ultimate. He has a lot of burst to him.
Yeah, definitely fun and something B-Kid's been practicing, so would be excited to see him picked up right here. The heroes that were banned, we do have Fade, Keeper of the Forest, Scout, Deadwood, Warbeast, and Engineer. Anything to point out with those bans, Sender?
I suppose that, I mean, really the Scout and the Warbeast. The Scout aimed at, Moon, and then the Warbeast aimed at, Tralfamador.
Yeah, definitely some respect bans right there. Holy crap, there's a bird.
Oh my god, I said there would be a bird, and then there's
You
a bird.
said there would not be a bird 2 days ago. Sender said,
well, bird just died.
There is no way.
It's okay. Bird officially just died in this game. Because there was a predator.
Yeah.
And Predator just slays the bird.
He does. So Aluna tortures Zephyr, and now Ophelia, first lockpick coming out for KFG. Bubbles, Pred, and Pyro on the Hellborn team. So they got their Suicide, they got their hard carry, and now they've got Tempest and Magnus. So screw it. No Suicide Bubbles. They're going to probably Suicide the Mag and then have Bubbles go mid or short.
Yeah, most likely. I'm just...
Well,
I guess the Legion team has to do some sort of aggressive trialing, but with what heroes do you pick? Like,
an aggressive pseudo-trialing, right?
Right,
Yeah.
pseudo-trialing. I mean, I guess it involved the Aluna and the Pebbles, but... I don't know. It'll probably work out, but I can imagine that the Hellborn team will just throw one hero top recognizing this.
Yeah, it's a possibility for sure. If they do end up putting that Bubbles or even a Magnus up there in the Suicide short type position, then they are going to have a pretty good time in both the middle and bottom lanes, most likely. Right now, Bubbles is going to be heading into bottom lane. Bubbles not stacked any regen or given wards, though. Interesting. This is quite interesting. Are they actually going to go pseudo tri-lane top with the jungler? This is really odd.
Maybe okay, alright, I see. You know, like, actually Tempest jungle does beat Ophelia if you block out that one hard camp.
Which they definitely just did. And, of course, using a ward there that does give quite a bit of vision.
And I think KFG are mind gaming Complexity, thinking that Complexity will just dodge this Ophelia. Because, I mean, honestly, this is the first game I've ever seen Complexity and not pull the mind game, where you don't dodge. But then again, they are still dodging. They just blocked the hard camp because it pretty much shuts down a lot of Ophelia's roaming.
This is this is very interesting. Riser's
But
actually coming into the opposing team jungle right now.
yeah, hmm.
This is extremely odd.
So okay, so KFG did call the dodge, and I mean it still favors complexity though. Like Tempest will just be like, okay, I'll just go back to my own woods now. I don't care that I blocked one of my own spawns. And then they're still gonna have like a suicide. Oh wait.
I think they're just leaving the long lane.
Oh,
Like,
you're right. They are. I didn't even look at that.
they're gonna run double dual lanes with the Ophelia safe jungle and just completely abandon the long lane and say, Pred, you can free farm that all you want. This is
As long as Riser still denies bottom, complexity will still be fine. Riser will lose about a minute's time of farming, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but it's not the end of the world. They're still getting free farm and predator, and that's really what's important here.
yeah, and you expect that Riser will actually rotate back into his own jungle after he sees the laning situation.
Yeah, it's just one thing I could see happening though is I could see Riser dying here because they have two wards. They place a lane ward down, and then they could catch him out, and that'd be really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a very distinct possibility. And right now, Torture not going to be placing those wards just yet. Bubbles is heading over here. Will spot out the Zephyr in this short lane. Zephyr going to cut down a tree and make chase, but not going to find anything. There's the deny, and Tempest immediately falls back into his own jungle.
Yep, and he'll be fine farming 4 camps, and he'll still do a really good, just about 20 seconds delayed, and he won't be able to nuke it. And usually they just throw the first elemental into the nuke of the camp, but whatever, he'll be fine.
We'll be all right. Bubbles exchanging auto attacks pretty hard with QQ Noodle on Torture, and Moon will use the Shell Surf after a chain reaction stun hits, getting out of there and just continue to consume those Blight Stones. And Moon actually does get really good lane position by forcing Torture to auto attack him in that auto attack war.
Yeah, usually when you're playing that, okay, Bubbles is fine, but usually when you're playing the support, you really just want to like zone them out. You want them to fear that you're second hero there, and you want to right click them when you're out of creep aggro. But now this lane's really pushing, and he's gonna get plenty of experience.
Yeah, it's pushing right now. A lot of that from the Tempest Deny as well. And Zephyr needs to consume those tornadoes very, very quickly so that he doesn't push the lane, but that also does mean that he has relatively minimal amounts of killing power onto the Bubbles if they ever do want to go for that dive.
Interesting. They gave B-Kid pooled regen mid. Does +2 stats really help a Magmus that much?
It actually allows you to get an additional stun, like, once you hit level 3.
Okay, then I can see the worth in that.
Yeah, so it does help out in that way. Kind of like the Pebbles where you just need some regen, but Pebbles going to lane with no stats himself. He's not going to have a combo until, until he gets some stats out there. Or he gets
send some, yeah.
4, right?
I like to see him, wait for 700 gold, get the bottle and 2 minor totems.
Bottom lane. Bubbles gets the first blood. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, Moon Meander? They're diving, and Zephyr, like I said, he didn't have any damage because he'd been consuming the tornadoes. And so Moon was just like, all right, well, I know you're going to kill me. Auto attack war with Torture. The tower focuses up, and Moon gets the bloodlust and the experience.
I mean, if Torture had an impalement there, would that made the difference?
Probably not, because there was 4 creeps hitting him as well.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know.
that's not exactly what you want. Now, like, you can't even force the Bubbles out of lane. Like, Torture will actually lose an auto attack war to him. So now Torture just has to stack the pull, and that's about it. And pull.
Yeah, so this is not looking good for KFG so far. This should be a lane that they are absolutely dominating down here. They've pulled everybody out of the top lane so that they could win their mid and bottom lanes decisively. Instead, they're going 3v5 in the mid and bottom lanes. They're splitting mid, and they're actually splitting bottom, or barely winning bottom. And I don't know.
I mean, they're losing it technically by means of bubbles is in the lane, but whatever mistakes happened. Now they just have to move forward, and they're pushing the top lane with the Predator and the Tempest.
Yep.
You know, I don't really like this move, just because I prefer to see Predator just go Alk Bones and farm and static farm, and it's not like the other lanes are losing that badly. It's not like you need to get the additional burst of gold, and it's really just gonna leave a lane open for like this Luna or Torturer to get lots of experience.
Unless they're able to get the pull off, which hasn't been blocked, they could stack and pull that backward.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that pull has to be stacked at least before you make this move. They're not really on any
Yes.
pressure to make this happen.
Yeah, I agree. Needed to stack that at least once. Pebbles takes a Dragonfire Phoenix Wave combo in the middle lane. Drops Stalagmites on himself as YJK just unable to really get anything happening there. But looks like B-Kid will just continue to farm out this middle wave. Talking about his farm, though, he's at 25-6 as opposed to the 13-4 of Pebbles. Keep in mind, this is with Ophelia that did actually come out of the jungle twice to try to create pressure, but was not able to actually set anything up. So
Yeah,
things are looking really bad here for KungFu Gaming.
usually the Pebbles dual lane beats the Mag dual lane, and it's not like the Pyro makes this lane that much stronger. It's just, better CSing from B-Kid. And maybe Peter and them are just better in a dual lane situation.
I mean, you gotta say, actually, Moonmeander gets caught out by Ophelia and Torture there. So Moon attempted to go for a rotation, unfortunately giving up a kill. But back to talking about Peter and B-Kid. This is one of the most tried and true dual lanes that we've had in quite some time. They head mid for complexity probably 9 out of 10 games. And these two, they have such great synergy. They absolutely know exactly what to do when their partner makes a move.
So, I mean, they're just really outplaying their opponents in the mid lane, and it's leading into a victory in a lane that they should have probably broken even or lost. So, good plays by them.
Yeah, doing very well. Magnus at nearly 400 gold per minute. And Pebbles looks like he wants to go for a combo here, but he's hesitant. YJK is very, very scared at this point, and actually still doesn't have the mana pool necessary for a combo. Oh, bottom lane, Ophelia goes down. The Catman champion going to be taken out by a hasted Pyromancer. Things are going from bad to worse here for KFG. Now, how's Zephyr doing? 365 gold per minute. Not bad on Zephyr, but Magnus and Predator are both out-farming him. Predator considerably out-farming him at 100 GPM higher.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's just, this isn't where you want the bubbles to be. Like, the bubbles is contesting almost with him in the lane.
Yeah, exactly. With that one kill, and of course the 15 CS he's sitting on, Moon doing a great job. Predator is rotating into the middle lane. He's got 300 gold banked up. Where?
He might go for the gank.
Oh, that's
Okay, never mind.
His heart. He's got a behemoth's heart going out. So early Elder Parasite on the way for Chompamador. Not going to go for the Alchemist Bones. Instead wants to just go battle mode right away. If he can get a quick Elder Parasite and Insanitarius, man.
Yeah, I don't mind that necessarily, because, you're facing the Zephyr, and if you can just beat the Zephyr early, especially with just gaining Elder, I could see it being very useful. But, he was in a position where he could have probably just gotten Alkbone's first item and still had this farm. But, he'll be fine. It just won't be he just won't have the same farming capacity.
Bubbles getting dove a little bit here by Zephyr. Zephyr will take some damage from the tower, even though he wasn't using those auto attacks. Top lane, Glacial Blasts are keeping Pebbles away from this regen rune. And Pebbles is now too scared to actually go bottle the regen rune that he was trying to camp. Will instead hit a mana potion and fall back into lane. This is not the way that you can play Pebbles, man. He's just so scared to make anything happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, why is he so scared? There's a Bubbles bottom, there's a Predator top, you have Ophelia heal. I mean, you have an Luna who can cancel the Tempest ultimate. Like, is he that afraid to die to Mag Pyro?
I guess he is. At level 5 Pebbles. Stalagmites are going to be used here. The Chuck is available. Chuck power throw. And Mag will drop. So the Luna Tort Pebbles combo does put a kill up on the board for KFG. It's their third kill, but still pretty significantly down.
I mean, the experience is pretty close, so as long as this Bird can get a good start, like, I mean, Bird is one of the heroes that can just win you one team fight because of some missteps by the other team or you guys making good plays, and then it's just the game just turns around. And I mean, honestly, 4,000 gold it's an advantage, but it's not like that huge. It's not like end of the game, so there's still a lot of room to make stuff happen.
Yeah, we'll have to see how KFG does react. Kelpfield going to be used onto 2 up top, though. Shell Surf comes in. There's the silence. Ophelia gets the heal up, but it doesn't matter. The Typhoon Disco Ball is going to finish off Tempest, but Zephyr's in some serious trouble. Predator with the Elder Parasite activated runs him down. He does take the fall. Minotaur also going to drop. So Tralfamador helping to clean up right there, and Moonmander getting credit for one of those kills.
Yeah, playing a little bit aggressive. I mean, you have to expect everyone to have ports up at this stage of the game, especially when you're diving up bubbles. So, if you want to make a play like that, you have to at least have 4 out of 5 of your heroes, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Pebbles is still trying to recover on farm middle lane. He has 1,000 gold, so Steam Boots might be coming out for him next. But at least right now, not going to be making any big items happen. No portal key on the way for that Pebbles either. This timing that we might see for something like a free farm Pebbles.
And it looks like Complexity want to push the middle lane. I mean, you wouldn't have a Predator and a Magma CS scene in the same lane otherwise.
Oh, absolutely. They're looking to mount a push, perhaps even force a team fight with the Elemental Void that is off cooldown. Riser going to be making his way mid, even dragging some creeps along behind him. But the Tornado being used by GG Slayer here is going to be a pretty good anti-siege weapon.
It'll be annoying, but I don't think it'll stop the push.
No, it's not going to last too much longer. It's only got about another 8 seconds on it or something like that. And Complexity will just dodge that one. Trouth going to be in the front lines. Pyromancer are going to be coming in from the side. Tornado despawns, and they're just going to wait for a creep wave now. Vulture Lord even taking a stun from Pyromancer.
In the meantime, we got Zephyr pressuring the bottom tower, but it's kind of slow. If they don't react, they will get the tower eventually. But
oh, initiation mid, Venomous Leap onto Pebbles. YJK gonna go down. Chain Reaction Stun will hit. Bubbles goes in with the Shell Surf, Song of the Sea. Has the Kelfield, connects onto QQ Noodle. The stun break and the leap from Predator. Peter Pan Dam gets that kill. Lava Surge onto a Luna. Where's the follow-up? Not gonna be able to get it in time. Will instead just fall back and try to take this tower. TP bottom from Bubbles as he might try to run down Zephyr, but he's just a little bit too low on life. And now Bubbles just trying to make sure this tower doesn't go down immediately. But Zephyr wants to make the big play. Misses the gust, though. And Bubbles can just shell surf right through him.
And after that little engagement, the Hellborn team increased their gold to 7,000, so Tempest will probably have the Astro, and Pred will be finishing in Santarius any minute. So at that point, they're going to be team fights. They're going to have a lot of life to go around, and this Zephyr really won't be able to do much. Once the Predator gets a couple auto attacks going, he'll have a lot of minus armor. He kind of had to get like Plated Greaves this game and straight up Bulwark, and not really the pipe or the Shaman's Headdress.
Yeah, I agree with you. The armor just a little bit more important against that Predator, and Shaman's not as important. So we'll see if he does end up going for some more tanky items. The Souls will work, and the Plated Greaves pretty soon here, or if he's gonna turn that into a barrier idol right away, which I think would be a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, normally I'm a proponent of barrier idol, but I mean, when you have a hero like Predator that just like counters what your hero is trying to do so much, and you don't really have any ways to deal with him, there's really no other way around it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just take him head on right now. Steam Boots just finished up on Pebbles, and look at where he's positioned. He's hiding in the trees, just trying to soak up experience like a Suicide Hero. And this is a level 6 Pebbles, 13 minutes
I mean,
in.
they could be doing triple stack, or they could be triple stacking their ancients and farming that instead, but they're just sitting middle doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, looking really, really suffer here for the KFG team. 14 minutes into the game. But Complexity not looking to end this. They're not looking to really apply a ton of pressure just yet. They're playing it safe, knowing that they've got a very sizable advantage, and they don't want to throw that away against this bird.
Actually, I think they're gonna go bottom. They're gonna Charleston take 1 or 2 more waves middle, and then oh wait, are they doing ancient instead? Actually, okay, never mind. They're just gonna farm. They're doing double stacked ancients.
Yeah, the Eruption and Volcanic Touch from Magnus going to be enough to clean those Ancients up quite easily. 2,400 gold saved up now on B-Kid. 0-1-1. He has not had much kill involvement here. It's been mostly Peter that's actually been helping to set these kills up.
Yeah, Peter got like what a haste rune that set him up a pretty easy kill on the
bottom lane. King's Grasp is going to be used. Bubbles ports to the side, picks up a portal key and gets on out of there. Moon Meander making the big plays. Magnus is there, has a portal key himself.
and in the top lane.
Top lane, they do get the kill onto Bird. I didn't happen to see what happened there. We'll talk about it. I still think there's going to be a gank in the bottom, though. And they're going to fall back. Maybe. What is going on? Okay, there it is. Lava Surge comes in. Shell Surf is used. Beautiful chain reaction, though. The power throw helps to clean up Bubbles. He will drop. Magnus has a portal key in 5 seconds, has a Lava Surge in 2. And he's going to get out of there no problem. But a risky play here from the Legion team. Or from the Hellborn team, excuse me.
I mean, maybe they thought the Ophelia was by himself, but what they only have like 800 burst damage with their between the two of them. It's not like Mag is gonna get his ultimate off. Oh, it was on cooldown anyway, so they were really banking on him being by himself there. But anyways, in the top lane, the Zephyr was overextending, farming the neutral camps while Tempest just stunned him, and then Ports came in and he died to Predator Leap.
Yeah, used the Elemental Void, it looks like. And blocked him down with that. So good kill onto the Bird. He's down to 380 gold per minute once again, while Predator is up at 465-ish. Got the Insanitarius finished up as well. And what do you expect to see him go after this? Maybe something like a straight Souls? Or
You usually just want to keep building up the attack speed. You know, Soul's Bulwark is good. You can also go Dawnbringer.
Okay.
But especially being against a Zephyr, I'd expect the Souls.
The Barrier Idol is on the way from Zephyr as well.
Oh, he's gonna get so eaten up by this Predator.
Yeah, sitting on 6.5 armor right now. Gust is going to be used from Bubbles. Shell Surf's away. But
I guess Moon's just toying with him.
Yeah. He's feeling.
Oh, he
real
even used
frisky.
the ultimate? Oh, I don't know. That means they can't fight for another 110 seconds, and they kind of have to take a good fight and get back into this game. You know, the longer this game goes out, Predator's just gonna get more farm, and then they really need to make something happen.
Yeah, just gonna go ahead and farm for now, though. Ophelia gonna help clean up some more Ancients. Bottom tower goes down in favor of B-Kid and Riser. And Riser does have the Astrolabe Ring of Sorcery. His farm's a little bit... I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming. Does he have another item saved up somewhere, or am I crazy?
I mean, he only has, what, 89 CS, 18 minutes in. They did push the top 2 towers a little early, so, I mean, he didn't really get that explosive start in terms of leveling. And he did have to swap jungles, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he has been roaming a little bit without really getting the kill/assist. He only has 2 assists.
Yeah, but well, right now they're going to take Concord, double damage Predator, going to tank this one. And he'll grab the Token of Life as well. There it is. Toggle that Insanitarius off, and he's pretty low on life, so not going to be looking to engage just yet. And also has 1,500 gold, so if he does want to go for a Soul's Bulwark or even something like an Ice Brand for his next item, only going to be about a minute away from either of those. And they will clean up these Ancients. No use of the ultimate here from B-Kid this time, so they're looking for a fight.
Yeah, I think Biku would like to get level 11 before though. It's a pretty big boost in damage from the level 7 to
Oh,
11
absolutely.
ultimate.
Yeah, absolutely. He picks up a push stick as well, and will probably try to clean up this wave in the middle, and should easily be able to. It's always interesting watching Moon versus B-Kid on Magnus, because Moon will almost always want to level up level 4 Volcanic Touch, whereas B-Kid will almost always get level 4 Steam Bath first.
I mean, honestly, you only need like 1 or 2 points in Volcanic Touch. Maybe if you're against another melee hero in lane, it's nice to level it up, but really your Steam Bath is just so useful as a Magnus player. You can make a lot of clutch plays with it.
Yeah, getting that cooldown on it pretty low is what you want. Soul's Bulwark was just picked up here by Predator as well. And we got 4 players from Complexity congregating the bottom lane. Bubbles gonna fall to the brand new portal key from Pebbles. So YJK finally breaking out of his shell and breaking into Bubbles.
Yeah, quite a necessary kill. A surprised Moon, and actually now they have the potential to get solo picks, so that's something they really need to keep continuing. But they really can't defend this bottom tower unless Pebbles can get down here pretty fast.
He does have
Okay,
a
they won't
2P,
even
but
push anymore. Okay.
yeah, doesn't need it. They're gonna instead just head into the jungle. This is warded by the Hellborn team rather than the Legion, so Legion knows they're probably there, but need to be very, very cautious about just how many are there and what position they put themselves into. But
So Shelf decided to get the Soul's Bulwark, so he might go for the Demonic Breastplate before buying a Dawnbringer. I mean, they're both fine items, but I'd probably get the Demonic Breastplate just to get more attack speed going.
Yeah, I completely agree. Once you have that Souls, getting the Warp Cleft. Oh, engagement going on here. Bubbles going to Shell Surf away. Predator Insanitary is going to be activated along with the Elder Parasite. Down goes Ophelia. Aluna and Torture both going to join him in the grave. Hat trick coming out for Predator already. Bubbles is going to actually damage Pebbles here. One more auto as well. Going to keep that portal key off. Shell surfs forward, and Pebbles is in some massive amounts of trouble. Predator wants to go in, but Riser snags that one rather than letting him have the quad kill. 4 players down, though, and this is almost assuredly going to be a tower in favor of Complexity.
Yeah, there's no way they can put up a defense. I mean, you're fighting into token, even if all your heroes respawn in time. And they might even keep going. They might be feeling the ride, and they honestly could go to base if they wanted to.
They're possibly going to try right now. Their first goal is that tier 2 tower. Bubble's going to fall back, not going to receive any regen. In fact, he's going to blow a lot of his mana on jungle creeps, so doesn't look like they'll go for the base tower. At least not making any kind of real
It looks like they're on
commitment.
different pages here.
Yeah, Bubbles is completely backed out, but Predator...
And you have Pyro mid.
I have no clue what's going on here. Actually, Zephyr is the one that's in trouble. Dragonfire is there. TP going to be coming in. That's Tempest. No portal key on him, though. Pyromancer has another Dragonfire here in 3 seconds. Beacon has the portal key. Push chick forward. There's the Kelpfield into a Lava Surge. And the Phoenix Wave going to go down. Typhoon is used, but not going to get any kinds of kills. Stalagmite's even going to miss. Chuck is used, but Power Throw and a push stick away is going to save him no problem. Predator going to be going hard. Lava Surge going to be used as Aluna drops. Pebbles is probably going to go down right here. Predator with the Insanitary Elder Parasite combination runs him down. Complexity now 16,500 gold up, 15,000 experience as well. Lex Luthor joins the fight on Bubbles. And this is getting real out of hand, Riser. Sender.
Wait, what? Okay, ignore the last part, but how is it Lex Luthor on Bubbles?
Lex Talionis. I call it a Lex Luthor.
Really? Okay, alright, I'll keep note of that one.
There you go. Oh man, Token of Life was just used by Predator, taking that tower down and wanted to get all of his health and mana back from the reincarnation. Not a bad strategy, Tralfenbador.
But I do like the Lex, especially when you have a minus armor hero as in the Pred and you're facing the Zephyr. I mean, he's gonna melt so fast if the Predator and the Lex connect on the same target.
Oh, absolutely. If you're talking about something like that Zephyr, who still really does not have a lot of armor. Just barely picked up 1 ring mail here, 12.7 armor. It's going to get mitigated pretty dang low. -6 from both the Terror and the Lex Talionis at max level, if I'm correct. Middle lane, though.
Yeah.
Bubbles trying to get away. Oh, double stun comes in for the Lava Surge on Magnus. The Emerald Lightning is going to be used. Down goes Bubbles. The deny onto a Luna. Magnus going to try to get away, and that's the power of Lava Surge and Steam Bath right there. Will get away. Toggles the boots and hits the portal key. Even bottling up a Haster, so could actually chug that and get back in the fight, but will instead fall back. Gonna go get his regen on. Demonic Breastplate just finished up on Predator. Oh, getting pretty out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty near unkillable now. Well, he's gonna have like what, 20 armor or so, maybe more. No, he'll have like the 25 armor, right?
Predator with that Demonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 25, yeah. It's gonna be pretty out of control. Ophelia going to fall back along with the rest of the Legion team. But, I mean, what's really going to carry them into the late game? Zephyr is not snowballing nearly hard enough. The build that he's gone is entirely defensive. He's putting out next to no damage.
To be honest, if they wanted to beat this Predator with their lineup, this Zephyr had to have like another item on the Predator.
Yeah.
Like, and without having this pipe, it'd have to be like offensive items like Dawnbringer and like Demonic Breastplate and etc. Like stuff, items like that, and you have to have like a whole 5,000 gold on him.
Yeah, completely agree with you. And so far, that is not what's happening. Unfortunately, Limestyle just not finding the farm in comparison to Tralfamador. And Complexity has just done a fantastic job at out-resource managing their opponents and, of course, taking the better engagements and getting the hero kill lead. Currently up 6 at 25 minutes in. There's Shrunken Head picked up on Tempest. No portal key on him, though. So setting those ultimates up is going to be a little bit hard. Might be able to just walk on in Battle Tempest style, though.
Yeah, he should be fine. There's really... Well, let's see. Does Ophelia have any Skeleton Kings?
She has 2.
He has 2.
Yeah.
So if GG Slayer is on top of it, like, it really shouldn't be that difficult to cancel, especially because he has no portal key, so it's not like it's going to be a surprise by any means. However, even if he gets like a half a second pest ultimate, it's still going to be like all they need. Like, honestly, they don't even need the Void. They just need like a decent mag stun and Bubbles kelp field, and then Pred just needs to attack a little bit, and heroes will just die.
Yeah, he's hitting pretty dang hard and pretty dang fast. With that, Sanitarius toggled on, hitting for about 170 damage. And with the Elder Parasite on top of that, he will be hitting for close to 3 times a second, I think.
I'm not sure about that, but you know, I could get behind that, you know, as a possibility.
It's more than 2 times a second.
Yeah, for sure, more than 2.
More than 2, but probably less than 3. Somewhere between those numbers is the attacks per second of this Predator with all of his stuff toggled on.
So right now, Complexity, they're doing the safe play. They're just waiting for Kongor. They're going to take either a free token, or they'll take a fight at the Kongor pit.
Luna in some trouble here. 2-3. And she's dead. Dominating streak for Tralfamador. 8-0-4 and a 550 gold per minute Predator. 4 players from the Legion team going to be heading up top. Only 3 are there currently, as Pebbles is way behind, and they see him on this water site. They know they can go. Yeah, silence to initiate with the kelp field. Eruption into the lava surge right on top of Ophelia and Zephyr. The Ophelia heal as well as Astrolabe going to be used, though. And the gust backward. Magnus is going to be the first one dead. Chain reaction hits Bubbles. Predator going hard, though. Lex Talionis is on Torture, and Predator going to be going in 2 shots the remainder of Torture's life. Shell Surf going to be used, trying to catch out Zephyr. The silence is there as well. And they have another Glacial Blast in 4 seconds. Gust backward, though. And Zephyr turned around for a second. That was kind of odd. Buyback on Tort. Are they really going to try to fight outside the base? I don't think so.
I don't know what that was. Maybe he thought his team was going to get caught. But, It was actually a pretty well done by KFG. They focused the Magnus, which is really the only hero that could catch them if they could retreat at any point in the fight. So if they had say killed the bubbles instead of the Magnus, they all would have died there because he would have just kept chasing with the portal key and the stun.
Yeah, it was very well done by them. Got that kill onto Beacon, and I thought it was going to be a really big eruption with Lava Surge there, but unfortunately it didn't.
Well, the barrier idol was on. It does mitigate quite a bit on top of the heals.
You got the barrier off, you're right. And then the Astrolabe plus Ophelia's gift. Hasted Moonmeander is trying to get a kill onto a Luna. Predator, though, is working on Kongor, and I checked with both of his things on. He does hit for 2.5 attacks per second.
Pretty decent.
Pretty good, pretty good. Just picked up that Brutalizer as well.
So, how does half an attack work, Beef? Can you tell me? Because I personally don't know.
Well, it's an attack cooldown. If you're attacking 2.5 times a second, that means your attack cooldown's like 0.4, something like that.
Alright, so in 2 seconds he's gained 5 attacks off, so he's doing 1,000 damage.
Yes.
Pretty much?
Yes. Okay. 1,000 damage prior to that armor mitigation.
Yeah, without mitigations.
Yeah, but at this point, with all this armor that he's dealing with, he might actually be doing more than true damage to a few of these targets. Yeah, definitely against Doubles. Definitely against a Luna.
And they don't even have a Sackstone yet, because they went, they didn't go armor boots, and he hasn't purchased the item yet. So, he'll be doing pretty much pure damage in all the heroes, but maybe Ophelia and Zephyr.
Yep. Yep, which is pretty insane. Predator, good hero. 4 players, 5 players here for Complexity are going to go ahead and work on this base tower very, very quickly. And Pred will regen up quite fast from those creeps, but does eventually have to fall back and toggle off that Insanitarius. Torture and Pebbles on the front lines. Don't know if they're going to want to go in.
I mean, I would think they would just slow push this and use the token advantage, but they might just decide to go in and take a fight.
If Magnus can find a big 2 or 3 man Lava Surge, there it is! Onto Ophelia and Zephyr. Elemental Void gonna catch 3 here as well. Down goes Ophelia. A Luna gonna join him. Eruption with the Lava Surge gonna be going on to Zephyr. Torture gonna be going down. Pebbles is gone, and Zephyr makes it a genocide. Complexity Gaming, the 5-for-0 in the base. GG well played's coming out, and they have done it. Off to a 3-0 lead in this group stage, and KFG falls to 1-2. 31 minutes into Predator pick brings them victory.
Yeah, they really highlighted how good a Predator can be, especially against a Zephyr that game. He pretty much, I'd say at almost all point stages of the game, the Zephyr had literally next to no impact as long as the Predator was like in the fight.
Yeah, the Predator just doing work, and I don't know. What do you think about that choice to just completely abandon the short lane where Predator was allowed to free farm the entire game? Was that ultimately what cost them this, or did that just start the snowball?
I mean, honestly, I would have preferred this if they were like so afraid of doing some aggressive Ophelia trialing. I would have even preferred them just do like some laning Ophelia and then a trialing top. Because I don't think letting a Predator have free reign in the game is gonna be a way to success when you picked Zephyr, unless you like totally dominate all your lanes.
I could agree with you on that one. So Complexity advancing 3-0 now in this group stage. They're tied up with Stay Green and Stay Green EU for that top spot. And taking a look once more now at our upcoming games. Our next one should be a whole lot of fun. We've got Stay Green versus Impunity. These two teams, well, going to be meeting for the first time. I do believe, do you know? I can't recall if they actually played each other at the GSL down there in Thailand.
I don't think so. I know they weren't in their group, and I'm pretty sure they didn't play in the winner bracket, because I think SG played TDM rather early, and they played, I can't remember, but I don't think it was Impunity.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's also a different team. Like,
Yeah, definitely some newer members on that team, but we will be getting on into that one, guys. And when is that one actually scheduled to start? Taking a look at the schedule here one more time. That one is going to be about 40 minutes from now. Yeah, 40 minutes from now, 40 minutes from now. So once again, guys, we will be taking a quick break. Gonna, of course, have some more content planned for you. Lots of videos courtesy of the Han community, notably Tobacks, we got Scyther, we got Scumbag Networks, we got Rar with his Dreamhack summer recaps, and of course all the stuff courtesy of Hancast as well, with Hancast histories, the road to Dreamhack, some recap type videos, all kinds of cool stuff coming at you. So we will hit that break right now, and we'll be back with more Dreamhack Summer right here with coLcast, Beef, and Sender in 40 minutes.